Does internet porn know you're cheating on it?
Hey everyone, welcome back. It's been a few days now since I posted last, but life just gets kind of busy sometimes. In the middle of a career change, like I've explained before, in the middle of moving in 2 or 3 months. So things have been pretty crazy around here. Anyways, for my 50th video, I was going to put up like a short mixed in with my other couple reactions. And one of the reactions was planned to be the 50th video, but it just didn't pan out. And yeah, everything's just been crazy around here. So we are doing an actual 50th video here, and I thought it was very appropriate to pick Kenny versus Spenny. And to those who don't know, this is one of the biggest shows to come out of Canada and is still like a cult classic. Uh, it's even grown in popularity among Americans in other places in the world. So, being Canadian myself, I figured this is a great 50th video. Most of my videos, at least my long form ones, are reactions. So, yeah, I figured those coupled together that this is the perfect video to make for my first milestone, so to speak. Anyways, this is the channel's name is Kenny Hotz, but he posts basically all Kenny versus Spenny related content. Lately, it looks like he cleared out his channel and he's basically just remastering a lot of his old works or putting up new commentaries, that sort of stuff, onto his channel. So it's kind of like a fresh look, but you can go find the full series and other episodes elsewhere on YouTube. He doesn't seem to strike channels over it. He's always been like friendly about his content on YouTube. The exception being Spenny, his counterpart. But yeah, if you want to see more of the series, either look on Kenny Hotz, and he has quite a few up now, even though he's redoing the whole series pretty much. Out of order, by the way. But yeah, it's a great Canadian show. So let's get into it.
Since the beginning of time, mankind has been forced to compete for survival. This spirit of competition has reached a pinnacle in the relationship of two best friends who battle against each other. Why? Glory for the winner.
Yeah, I always love this intro.
For the loser. This is Kenny versus Spenny.
You don't really get show intros anymore, and that was kind of like a thing until like what, the early 2000s. But yeah, it's really unique. I forget where he said the inspirations were from, but yeah, you won't find anything quite like this intro anywhere else, and it's great. It's This show, for those who don't know, predates things like Jackass and all those other types of shows. The only exception being Tom Green, who kind of invented like a lot in the space, and he was Canadian too, I believe. But Tom Green just, man, if you were alive and especially a kid in the 90s, Tom Green was huge, whether you loved him or hated him. He started this whole new wave of TV that led to just, I think, basically reality TV as a general thing. He was the one who kind of started it. And anyways, Tom Green, after that, I believe Kenny versus Spenny was the next big thing. So everything you see or can think of for similarities, Kenny and Spenny was kind of the preliminary to that, along with Tom Green. So anything you could think of, like even YouTube or Jackass or any of that, like they did a lot of this way ahead of its time. So you see its popularity rising lately too. Like it's becoming more and more of a cult classic. More people are kind of getting into it and discovering it. And yeah, they have a lot of great episodes. There's a few lows. They're not all the best, but as a whole, there's what is it, 5 or 6 seasons, and the first season alone has like over 20 episodes back when they used to do that. Anyways, yeah, let's get back to it.
All right, this is one I've been dreading. The Who Can Stay Awake the Longest competition.
Yeah, I also decided to do this because I'm kind of changing careers and jobs right now. I'm kind of going through my own like sleep schedule issues and trying to change for the better. I've always been kind of a night shift guy, but now I'm actually going to be working the graveyard shift. Great money, great job. Starting probably in a week or two, and it's just, it is literal torture not to be able to sleep when your body needs it, especially readjusting like complete 180 from going from basically the daytime, even if you stay up late, to a complete graveyard shift. Is just, it kills you, especially as you get older. I could switch on a dime when I was like in my teens or early 20s, but now it's just so much harder.
I don't want to do this. I used to stay awake a lot as a kid, and now I'm getting older, and even when I stay up one night, it really f***s me up. The only reason I'm kind of looking forward to it is I hear you actually can go crazy and hallucinate.
I'm excited. I'm not using any artificial stimulants until maybe the end if I absolutely feel that I have to. This is a mind over matter thing for me. I've stayed up for long periods of time.
How long?
36 hours.
It's nothing.
I think at the time of this recording too, Spenny's like, what? Or they're both like mid-30s. I'm pretty sure mid-30s, early 30s, something like that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, 36 hours, that's nothing. I remember so many times as a kid, whether it was like work or fun related, usually the fun involved like some sort of video game or something, and we'd stay up for like days in a row. But I do remember staying up consistently throughout my younger years, like 72 hours or over 100 hours, just straight with no rest or like 1 or 2 hour naps at most. And it's just, 36 hours is nothing. Even as I'm older, I could easily do a 48-hour shift. It would screw me up for a while, but yeah, I could do that every once in a while.
Day and a half.
Gentlemen's agreement. No cheating. No cheating.
Anyways, this is the Who Can
Kenny's notoriously a cheater, for those who don't know.
I'm gonna have.
But he is definitely the smartest of the two. Spenny seems to be the egotistical guy who thinks he's, doing good. He was the original, I guess you could say, pandering woke guy, as it would be considered nowadays. Not that he's like a super huge guy who leans to the left and into those types of politics, but yeah, he's almost the initial Karen, and he just wants to do what's socially acceptable all the time or seem like the good guy, even though you see throughout the series that he's just he's too high on himself. He's too egotistical. He's not genuine about it.
Extremely small doses of coffee, extremely small, until probably nearing the end of the competition when I'm gonna start injecting it.
Yeah, I would hate to be his heart because it's probably going to explode during this competition. He's going to get sick.
Basically, all I have to do is just stay awake. Coffee.
I hate
feel
coffee.
Pretty good, Spencer.
It's just the bitter. I can't do bitter, but I always have to put tons of cream and sugar in it, and I just don't have cream anymore, and I very much limit my sugar because I've been on a health binge for a few years, and I lost tons of weight, and it's just getting back to when I was like in my 20s and still running and doing all this other endurance crap. But yeah, I can't do coffee without all that crap. But now that I don't have it, it's just, I can't do black coffee. It's not me. It's too bitter.
Spencer, how are you feeling?
How am I feeling? I've been up for 6 hours. It's not even, I don't even want to be shot now. Like, people are going to want to see me after I've been awake for 24 hours. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not even going to be tired till 3, 4 in the morning, so just wasting tape. Very funny.
You like gravy on your fries?
Can you believe this guy?
You want gravy
If
on
I
your...
live with this idiot?
I'm at Jam Master G's, my magic man. I have to stay awake for as long
Goldfield's one of my favorites, who's not Kenny or Spenny in the show.
4 days.
I stayed awake for 7 days and nights. Do you know what I did when I was young? Not to get sleepy? Pull my hair. Oh, wake up, Goldfield.
Yeah, this guy still runs his business in Toronto too, apparently.
It's unbelievable.
Yes, to stay awake, drink coffee. Maybe.
I love coffee.
Yes, watch maybe some movies.
Great horror movie.
Yeah, horror
I get
movies.
scared and I'll
yes,
stay up.
Yes, horror movies or maybe sensual movies. You know what I mean?
Sexy movies?
Or maybe you can watch those.
But by one, I want that much energy.
But
Because, after a sexy movie,
So
I like to be,
no,
sexy.
No, you have to stop at certain points. Don't do sexual intercourse. Contract your anus. Can you do that now? Yes.
can.
Yes, that's it. So it makes you awake, okay? Slap your face. Yes. So yes, this is coffee pills, okay? So every 4 or 5 hours.
I believe this is season 1 too. I don't know if he says it all in the description, but season 1 was extremely low budget, or maybe this is season 2 because you can tell their later episodes get much bigger and the competitions get crazier and crazier. So I believe this is season 1. But yeah, I was going to say the budgets on Canadian shows, especially them during season 1 just starting out, like they had apparently the most piddly budget ever. So
Great. Again, I must thank you.
that's Canadian TV. Our TV here is crap.
Thank you very much.
Kenny versus Spenny is easily one of the biggest shows we've produced. It's just, yeah, it's not in a good state. That's why most Canadian actors work for Hollywood, and Hollywood works a lot in Canada, places like Vancouver being one of the biggest. So
Yes,
Promise you I will win. Thank you.
Victory is yours.
tax reasons,
Sorry.
a lot of the time. That's why.
I haven't even been up one day and I'm already tired. Like, I'm already tired and I gotta stay up for 3 days. My friend Darren is here playing video games with me, helping me stay awake.
Oh.
Spencer is here.
And you can tell how old this is. I think that's original Xbox.
Basically, the situation is there's nothing more boring for me than to sit and watch Kenny play video games, but the reality is I got to keep my eye on him because he's a cheater. And I'm
He's not going to do anything at 20 hours. Come on.
This competition with him and watching him.
Really, this is like a dream competition for me. I drink as much coffee as I want, and eventually I hallucinate.
Actual smelling salt. Oh. Clench your anus. Clench your anus.
Forget clenching your anus. Let's go out. Come on, man.
I'm not wasting any energy. I'm gonna be a blob. Clench your anus.
Time to throw some eggs.
Yeah, Spenny's terrible at coming up with his own ideas too.
It wakes me up.
He's just not that bright. And yes, for those who don't know, this show is like 98% real. Like Spenny is this neurotic, egotistical guy in real life. He's this awkward guy who always just tries to do the right thing. And it shows. He's a big phony. And if you know, like, the backstory also with, like, how he's lived his life and all the money that he's lost, he's basically, like, bankrupt at this point, and he got scammed. The guy's a mess, but it does make for an entertaining show. I mean, we're all messes in our own way, but yeah. So those who say it's fake, there are only a handful of scenes, which apparently they did reshoot because the cameras weren't rolling. But for the most part, they just have like 3 days worth of nonstop 24-hour footage, and then they kind of pick through that and edit it into a show which is half an hour, or without commercials, 22 minutes for the most part. So
I'm going to try to write a short story, something to do with being productive and keeping my mind active. I'm pretty tired now, but this is nothing. I gotta go wherever he goes because I don't trust him. So where are we going?
The city is waking up, and I haven't gone to sleep yet. Look at the sky, the sun's coming up. I think that's gonna help adjust my body clock or something of that nature.
The Spenny is getting all grumpy.
I don't feel good. I'm gonna take a shower.
Spenny's getting too old for this.
Spenny is too old for this.
yeah, I think they're only in like their 30s in this.
See, I'm more awake than Spenny. Go to sleep, little Spenny.
Clench your anus.
Go to sleep, little Spenny.
Clench your anus. Clench your anus.
He's already.
And yeah, this is definitely one of the more tame episodes. That's another reason that I'm doing it. But I've seen all the episodes, and I've been a big fan of Kenny versus Spenny for a while now. I always heard it talked about when it was airing, and I didn't actually become a fan of it until it stopped airing because I kept hearing it from people, specifically like one best friend who kept telling me about it over and over. I was like, yeah, I'll get to it. It's a competition thing. It's reality, whatever. I don't care. But then you kind of watch a couple episodes and you really get into it, and it's just, it's a great show. And I'm not saying that just because I'm Canadian. It's just fun. There's been a few knockoff shows, but there's never been a show quite like this again.
Feeling grumpy and tired.
I feel fine.
Sleep. You a sleepy idiot. Oh!
I'm taking a shower.
I'm awake. Even though I'm not supposed to expel any energy, man, I am so awake. The guy doesn't even shower. He stays up 24 hours. He probably hasn't even brushed his teeth yet.
So it's gonna make me feel
I don't think they catch Spenny doing many terrible things in here. Usually they like catch one or two things that Spenny's doing that's just really showcases his flaws, but this one is also tame in regards to Spenny's behavior. He's usually gets really crazy. Like in terms of his reactions to Kenny.
I get really buzzed out. It's actually a pretty cool feeling. I originally thought I would lose this competition. Now I'm thinking I might win it.
Why didn't you take a shower? You stink!
The irony is Spenny's always been more healthy and health conscious than Kenny, but yeah, this should have been a competition he could have easily won, but he refuses to take caffeine or anything. The guy's he's a Puritan through and through. I don't think he's religious, but yeah, he acts like it sometimes. Like in the most stereotypical, worst ways possible. Not like an actual religious person usually acts. But
I've had to follow him everywhere. This, for some reason, is his wish. I in no way sanction what he's doing. I think it's absolutely disgusting. I don't know how he lives with himself.
He's only mentally disabled, not physically disabled.
And I'm just thoroughly.
I mean, come on,
that
would be a smart thing to do.
Absolutely mortified.
Today is my
To a degree.
low energy day.
Physical exercise would definitely keep you awake much longer, and I think that's something Kenny doesn't do the best, but he's not, at this point, or ever, he's not really been, as far as I know, like super fit or athletic or anything like that. That's more Spenny's thing, but there would definitely be a time for exercise to keep you awake, but then other times you kind of want to fluctuate back and forth. So the wheelchair is both a very great idea and a terrible idea, but it does work out for him.
Waste no energy whatsoever.
Seeing as Spenny was following me around, I thought I'd make him run a little bit. See? Not a bad plan. Who's the idiot now?
He thinks that he has a wheelchair, that he's going to expend less energy, therefore not sleep. He doesn't even know the basics of biology and physicality.
I wanted some visual stimulation because
I would be falling asleep in the wheelchair, to be honest.
loud noises and really bright lights is the best place for me to be. I'm just sitting on my ass, and Spencer's chasing me all over this.
Oh yeah, that's the smart thing he's doing is just
Come on, Spenny.
constantly dragging him everywhere and tiring Spinny out. It does work out for him, like I said.
Spenny's gonna need a nappy after I click this baby into turbo.
And he wouldn't have to do this if he didn't follow Kenny around, but he's just...
Ow! Ow, don't!
He just can't let Kenny do his own thing.
People. Come on.
I'm so tired, man. I'm running all around here. I am in no condition to be doing this.
Too funny.
I'm here with Charlie, Brooke, and Eric. Now, kids, what I need you to do is keep Uncle Spencer awake, because I'm really, really tired, all right? Don't let me go to sleep. Okay, that hurts. Oh, that's a soft...
When you're this tired, like, this would annoy me to hell.
Okay, don't hurt Uncle Spencer.
It takes a lot for me to get... I'm not saying I would get angry at the kids, but when I'm that tired and that level of like noise and annoyance, oh, that would make me so angry at the point where I would just be like, okay, that's enough. I have to walk away because I'm just gonna lose it, because you lose that kind of like some switches or level of sanity when you're absolutely tired. It's clear they've hit this point. For me, it would probably be around like the 3 or 4 day mark. And it's just like, you can't be around annoying things or annoying people. It doesn't matter if they're children or adults. That would just drive me crazy. That's like the terrible idea to keep you awake. Because then you'd also be stressed during and afterwards, and you would just crash even harder, I think. It would just, oh God. I can't imagine being around that when I'm that tired. Even the littlest things can just drive you crazy when you absolutely need sleep. It's literal torture. Not being able to sleep once you get to a certain point, especially around like the 48 hour, 72 hour mark.
Oxygen. So great. Oh my God. So what's the thing with Spenny and the kids? Like,
The oxygen is smart. That would actually help a lot.
way too much energy out of you. Like, what is he thinking?
Yeah.
No. Don't. You can honestly hurt him.
I'm surprised Spenny doesn't get more annoyed and like just crazy here, because that's just the type of person he is.
Tired.
I got a couple more tricks up my sleeve. I got something called the nap zapper.
They don't show it, but I'm pretty sure Spenny probably got rid of the kids early, like the way they shoot it in a little bit here. It's just, I'm pretty sure that he called the kid's mom early and was just like, come pick up your kids. I can't do this. It was a bad idea. But they don't show that.
And when you tilt it, it beeps. Oh, and it beeps really loud.
Oh, that would annoy me too. That's another loud sound. So I guess Kenny kind of does it a little bit too. It's just not as bad as the kid's idea.
Shut up!
You can tell he's a little irritated.
Shut up.
Oh, wow. It's like a fire alarm right in your ear.
I don't think the kids appreciate
So
the level
terrible.
of exhaustion I've hit upon.
But it would work. You wouldn't fall asleep.
All right, kids. Thank
It's
you.
that annoying.
Love you. Bye. Oh my God.
Yeah, okay, so they're coming up on 48 hours.
My brain is completely... I think I'm losing my mind. Like, I'm starting to really lose it.
Oh, yeah. He thinks he's hearing the beeping.
What the...
My sleep zapper. If you fall
I thought
asleep.
I thought it was our fire alarm.
No, if your head tilts down, it beeps, so I can't fall asleep.
Just another gimmick.
I can't Try me.
Spenny uses that
Take it off.
word way too much. He has no idea what a gimmick means.
This is on so I don't fall asleep, and this is being made so I don't tilt my head down.
No. Other way around. I'm losing it, man. I'm losing my No. I just feel exhausted, like my bowels could go at any time, like just my body's...
It warps your mind so much. You sleep way longer than you used to.
Fall asleep, begging bed.
Just take it off.
I turned it off.
What did you have a what's like your strategy for staying awake?
Not sleeping. It's very simple.
This can't be.
Yeah, Spenny hasn't had any caffeine.
Don't.
That's what I'm talking about. That's
If anything, this would be perfect. He says he's sensitive to caffeine, but, you know, this is the perfect competition to do it. Just microdose. And, yeah, he would be killing in this if he was doing that because of his sensitivity to caffeine. It could actually be a benefit in this case.
that kind of stuff. I'm in a clobbery. I cannot deal with this right now.
Ah, you're violent. Can I have
Yeah, Spenny gets, for all his
I'm trying to...
talk about being a good person and such, he's always like the first to anger and just succumb to physical violence.
I'm really serious. Do not physically touch me right now.
You're physical.
I'm tired.
You can't even rip a sock. Spencer's very irritable.
To be honest, I've seen guys who can rip phone books in half and can't rip a sock. Depends on the sock. It's a totally different beast.
Few hours of my life.
I think I hallucinated. I really think I hallucinated. Everything's kind of jittery. Coffee.
As you know, we've been up for 48 hours. I'm doing better than Spenny is. And you know why, my
Oh,
friend?
yeah, they both look like hell.
Caffeine.
I have a sensitivity to caffeine. I'm not gonna use it unless I totally need it.
I don't think he ever uses it.
No, I'm almost there.
At this clinic, they're going to put us in a dark room and try to make us fall asleep. The competition could end right here. Spenny is going to pass out.
You're at the Sleep Disorders Clinic of the Center for Sleep and Chronobiology with Spenny and Benny. Kenny and Benny. Spenny.
You need some sleep.
Sleep deprivation not only affects the body, but also affects the mind. And as you know, it's been used as a vehicle for torture.
Oh, it's terrible.
I really have to take a wee-wee, and that's going to stop me from falling asleep. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, I would instantly lose this right here. Just in a quiet room. Just sitting and doing nothing. I think it's for 20 minutes.
Right now, Kenny seems a little more awake than Spenny. At this point, it seems that Spencer's fidgeting a bit more. They're in their final minute of their 20 minutes, and they're both doing fine.
Yeah, 20
We'll
minutes.
go in a minute and see how they feel.
I almost dropped twice, but I caught myself.
I forgot my jammy jams.
Spenny fell asleep, didn't he?
No, neither he did.
Damn. Can we come back tomorrow after we spend another night awake?
No.
Can there be any definitive anything from...
What you just did
Yes.
now? You're both awake. You're both the same.
Spenny so.
Cool. Competition continues.
Yeah, this is also at a time where you basically only I was going to say, this is a time when energy drinks weren't a thing, but caffeine pills were kind of like the equivalent, where they were controversial and they were used across a lot of TV shows and stuff. And it's just, that was considered extreme, but coffee was fine. But yeah, so that's the only reason that you see Kenny use just coffee and caffeine pills. There was no really anything else. Like energy drinks could help a lot. Some people hate them, but there's so many flavors now and stuff that they don't have the same weird taste, or they're not as terrible. Like there's something for everyone at this point. But yeah, that's the reason I think that he's just chugging nothing but coffee and caffeine pills, because there really was nothing else. And it took a long time for Canada to even start selling them in the first place, way after America did. And it was hard to find anything good for a long time here in Canada.
I don't know.
If you were a caffeine
my
addict.
voice, my entire voice is gone. I didn't really do anything.
Oh, that's so disgusting. I don't know how he does.
Oh man, Kenny.
Maybe just because I can't stand coffee, black coffee.
I should have drank coffee. I should have taken pills. I'm a wreck.
See, this would be the perfect time for him to start drinking caffeine, but he just still refuses to do it.
From a little sleep, I'm fine.
He doesn't try anything
I have to get
ever.
out of the house. I don't know, man. Kenny's just like, he doesn't even seem like he's lost any sleep. I need to cool my head out. I was getting all emotional and.
A good thing Kenny does too is he just is good at psyching Spenny out.
Tired, but I want to go to bed.
Yeah, it's all an act. He knows how to get to Spenny
I hate losing.
because they are real life friends.
So much. I can't even tell you, you know. I just hate it. I should be proud of myself. I don't feel it, but I should be. I really should be. You know, and I'm not taking caffeine and caffeine pills and all these stuff and beeps in my ear, and you know, and I'm just doing it raw.
One thing I can't do, no matter how tired I am, is if I'm sore. I cannot sleep. So for me, mixed in with exercise, which would keep me awake, I would go for like a 10 to 20K run and just completely exhaust my body and my legs. And I wouldn't be able to fall asleep at that point. Because I think I hate leg pain more than anything else, or not even pain itself. It's just the residual effect of DOMS. It's not quite as bad during the first or second day, but when you do long endurance running, yeah, I can't fall asleep with sore legs. Or it takes me an extremely long time. It can really keep me up. So I personally would just go on, like 15K run or something.
Emotion,
Just destroy my body.
raw humanity. I can't even believe what I'm saying. Like, it's embarrassing, frankly. I'm talking rubbish and nonsense about myself. Is that normal?
What is that? What do you do?
It's a bio bright light visor. It's the latest development in bright light technologies. It's used to mimic the effects of sunshine.
You have a light bulb.
Now we just have smartphones.
No, this isn't a light
Same
bulb.
thing.
This is an exact mimic of daylight.
Okay, we gotta go.
I always have my smartphone on warm colors, just to minimize as much blue light as possible.
I don't know what the deal is, what the pills he's taking. I'm a mess. I'm just so tired. Competing against an animal.
Oh yeah, that would be horrible. That would actually work great. Smelling salts. Oh,
He hasn't really done anything. He'll just start sticking forks in my testicles. Like I'm fighting to stay awake. Just a little wave of fatigue. It's early morning. I just want to take a walk, and wake up. Bring it on! Bring on the noise, man! Wake me up! Come, my brothers! Let's make an army and defeat Spencer. Bring him a message for me. What's going on with Spenny? Like he's a mess, but he won't crash out.
Spenny's way too stubborn.
Call a draw, and he won't do it. So I just stay up until I can't do it anymore. Friends forever, Spenny and Kenny. Friends forever, in all kinds of weather. When it's raining or snowy out, we'll always be friends.
I think this is one of the only episodes where he's pretty much consistently nice to Spenny. Usually he fucks with him way more, and it's just the crazy shit that he does to Spenny or to circumvent the rules is great. But this one is very relaxed. He's actually being quite nice to Spenny.
Friends, even though I'll beat you and you're a loser, even though I'll piss on your grave, we will be best friends. Sing a song about me, Mr. Spencer, known as Spenny. Sing a song, and your breath is disgusting.
I think you're gonna fall asleep tonight.
Friends forever, Spenny and Kenny.
I'm starting to learn that this whole, like it's crash and burn, they go up, it's like roller coasters. So good for me.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised this went on for 80 hours.
Now I'm in a hard crash. All I have to do is really just work my way through it and I'll be okay. I'll be up there again. Whatever happens, happens, but I'm not going to sleep.
Guessing the crew is asleep at this point, so he had to bring out the camera himself.
As a humiliation for losing the competition, Spenny has to be my bathroom attendant.
Mint, sir. It's disgusting. I'll be taking a poo-poo today, guys.
Small spoilers, Kenny wins the vast majority of the contests.
Sheets? Yes, sir.
It's all about...
Sir.
His whole thing is just humiliating Spenny,
Bonjour.
even without the humiliation sometimes.
Stupid. 4 squares. Idiot. Oh.
It's like his entire reason to doing everything is just to humiliate Spenny.
Have to, sir. Flush the toilet. Yes, sir. There you go. Keep the change.
Always gets underneath Spenny's skin. All right, yeah, that was a very tame episode of Kenny vs. Spenny. One of their classics, though. And yeah, go ahead and subscribe and like his channel. Kenny usually interacts with his audience lots. They still go on tours and everything. But yeah, he'll be posting new episodes and remasters in 4K, I believe. So yeah, go check him out. This has been my 50th video. So thanks all for joining. I've already gotten a handful of subscribers, and it's just been great. Hopefully I'm on a bit more of a consistent schedule now. I'm still going to be a bit busy, but yeah, we'll see what happens. In, I would say, about 3 months from now, I should be setting up kind of like my own studio, so like the whole video and lighting will improve a lot. My next videos to come might be the new Metro's out for VR, and I might make a new like horror video. I only have one out on my channel right now, so I might do that next. I still have to finish the Batman VR game. It's just, yeah, I've been way too busy. So yeah, let me know if you want me to do something specific, or what your favorite type of content is that I do. Just still kind of figuring things out. I'm mostly just doing this for fun. I don't care if I get monetized or whatever. That's not the point, especially with my new job. I'm going to be making so much money. So I really don't care about getting monetized or a huge channel. I'm just doing this to kind of learn new skills. I was working in IT and I'm just kind of winding that down. So I like to tinker, and video editing and just making videos. It's fun. It's something to learn. It keeps me occupied, and it's just, yeah. Hopefully I'm back to live streaming too, because I really need to get to Metaphor, and it's just, between how busy I've been and learning to make the videos and just kind of getting sucked into the YouTube space. It's just, yeah, I might live stream tonight, actually, do some more Metaphor, because I'm way behind that game. I'm still in the, not beginning hours, like 10 to 15 hours, something like that. I would have to double check. But yeah, I'm on the first length of the journey, if you've played that game, where you're kind of setting out on your campaign finally. But yeah, all right. Take it easy, guys. Thanks for joining. 50 videos later. I think that includes shorts when it sums it up on your channel. But yeah, go check out my other content. I think my best stuff is my shorts, and it shows in the view numbers. All my shorts consistently get 3 to 4 digits for views. So that's been pretty great. Anyways, thanks for checking me out. Take care, guys.